Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the decision support system and business intelligence. We have covered in last lecture type of decision support system and decision styles. There are three type of decision styles that are autocratic, democratic and consultative decision styles. As like we have already covered the introduction and the definition of decision support system. I think it is visible and audible to you. Now today we will going to discuss about the models. The basic idea is to perform the decision support system analysis on a model of reality rather than on the real system. A model is a specified representation of reality. Models are classified into iconic model, analog model, mental model, and mathematical models. We will see these models. Now you see the iconic model, a scale physical replica such as an aeroplane model 3D. You see the aeroplane model 3D like that. These are the examples of iconic model. The model is exact replica of the actual model, of the real model. Then we can say that is the iconic model. Okay. uh, exact appearance of aeroplane in 3D, that is the actual model replica. We can say that is the iconic model. Again, another type of a model is analog model, an abstract symbolic model of system that behaves like the system but looks different, such as chart and the figure represent water on the mountain. That is 2D model. Suppose we want to show exact appearance how the water is on the mountain with the help of figure, 2D figure, or with the help of the graph. We can show the how much intensity, how much level of water is available on the water body which is on the mountain. That is the analog model. Also we can show the sea surface temperature as well as wind speed with the help of analog model in the form of a graphical pictorial representation. That is the analog model. Another type of model is the mental model, the mechanism or the image through which a human mind performs sense making in decision making. That is the mental model. Suppose just there is a image which a human mind performs sense. You see this diagram is there. What is the behind this picture? We sense through our mind. That is the mental model. We have to create an image in our mind with the help of the image which we are looking. Means a perception, human perception. On the basis of that perception we have to create an image into our mind. That is the mental model. The math Another type of model is the mathematical, means quantitative model, a system of symbols and expressions that represent a real situation. That is the mathematical model. Suppose there are several type of models in the statistic as well as into the data science. We can use these mathematical symbolic representation. um, uh, you know is there profit or loss with the help of some figure we will show. There is the suppose we got 10 lakh rupees profit in this month. How we are showing this? With the help of a previous benefit, with the help of previous profit, we are comparing that with the help of a mathematical notation, mathematical symbols, mathematical expressions. That is the mathematical model. Now see the benefit of models. What are the benefits? There are various benefits of the model. Now we are going to discuss. MS MMS, Management Support System, use models for the following reasons. Which are that? Model manipulation is such easier than the manipulating a real system. Suppose we want to modify in particular model, particular real things, particular product, then that is difficult. So that before development, before making any change into particular product, we have to change into the model. We have to show the looks of a product before development of that product with the help of a model. So friend, we need a modeling. This is very beneficial to the company so that we can avoid very big as a very big problem if there is a failure into that model. If we not develop the product, we take the help of a model to develop the product. We will experiment on the model before development to the product. Model enables the compression of time situation. Also, enables a compression of time as well as situation. With the help of that model, we can see the situation, what will happen, and also the time, what how much displacement is there, how much distance will be covered by a particular object into the engine of our suppose model. That we can predict, that we can simulate with the help of a model. Model can enable us how much compressions is there into the actual engine of the car. The simulation we can perform, we can see the output of the actual product with the help of a model. And also the cost of modeling analysis is much lower than the product development. Actually, suppose we want to launch the satellite onto the moon, that is difficult, but that is costly. We can minimize that cost with the help of a model. For experimentation, we have to use the model. We have to develop model. That is easy to us. That is cost effective to us. We not require much money to develop a model of the product. So we have to develop a model. And also the cost of making mistakes during a trial and error experiment is much lower when the model are used than with real system. Okay, we can also avoid the experimentation errors, experimentations, trials on the real product. If we experiment on the real product, then that will be very costly and very time consuming. It will require so much time to build a actual product as well as minimizing the error from the actual product. With the help of model, we can do that. We have to develop such type of a model so that we can experiment on that, we can minimize the error, we can trial that model, and after that we will develop the product on the basis of that model. The benefits of models: with modeling, a manager can estimate the risk resulting from a specific action with the uncertainty of the business environment. Manager can estimate a risk resulting from specific action within the uncertainty of the business environment. So the model is very much important for the managerial level. Manager can observe the risk, manager can analyze the risk and estimate what what is the risk, as well as how much profit will be there, as well as how much loss will be there. On the basis of modeling, manager can analysis. So this is the benefit of model. Mathematical model enable the analysis of a very large number of possible solutions. Suppose we have invested so much money into the business, then how much profit will be there. On the basis of that investment, we can analyze before starting actual investment onto the product, into the business. With the help of mathematical model, we can analysis, we can find the how much benefit will be get to the company. This is very good advantage of benefit of the modeling, mathematical modeling. Model enhance and reinforce learning and training. Suppose we have to enhance the model, we have to enhance the capabilities of model, we can reinforce learning and training. Forcefully we can add some things into the model, but that will not happen into the actual product. If we add into the product, then that will be very costly, as well as that product will not work properly. But we can train the things, we can add the things into the model before development of the product. That is the benefit of modeling. We can train the model as well as reinforce the learning to the model. Someone reinforcement learning means someone will be add the solution into the model. We will take the help from the experts. That is the reinforcement means teacher is there to teach the model, teacher is there to train the model. That is reinforcement learning. We will enhance the models by taking the help of this reinforcement learning and training. As well as model and solution methods are readily available on web. Actually, the model, we can find the solution with the help of internet, as well as from other website, or we can take the help through internet. Means someone email us a model about the particular product through internet, means there is only the paper solution, there is not a actual machine we have developed. So this is the benefit, we can find the solution, we can find the problems solution benefit of the product with the help of a model on the internet. This is also one of the benefit to us. May Java applet are available to readily solve models. You see, with the help of a Java applet, we can make readily solve models with the help of web pages. we can create the 3D model, we can create the 2D model by using the Java applets programming. That that will be minimize the cost, minimize the duration, minimize the errors, cost, if we use the Java applets to design the model instead of actual development of the product. These are the benefits of models. If you have any question, any doubt, you can ask me question. There are various benefit of the models. If not, we will go towards the next point. Okay. Phases of decision making. There are three phases of decision making: intelligent phase, design phase, choice phase. In reality, specification and assumptions, we in first phase, intelligent phase, there are organization objective, search and scanning procedure, data collection, problem identification, problem ownership, problem classification, and problem statement. There are various problem into the intelligence phase. Means this is the problem statement. What is actual problem into the business? We have to identify that. This is the first step of decision making. We have to identify particular opportunities where we can make change into the business so that our business will be profitable to the company. As a manager, we have to find out these type of errors into that model. We have to find the problems into the particular organization when we will be work as a manager into that organization. Okay, what we will get the organizational objective. First, what are the objectives we have given to us by the organization? Then search and scan the procedure. Search all the procedure, how the processes are going into that company, how the peoples are working, how they are keeping their records, how they are following, how their payment is going. All these activities we have to scan. Then data collection, we have to collect the data from our company as well as from market as well as from the other companies, from other vendors. All information we have to gather, all data we have to acquire. Then identify the problems. What are the problems into that which we have collected information, which we have scanned the procedure, which data information we have collected. From that we have to identify the problem. Once identify the problem, then ownership of that problem, who is creating that problem or who can be solve that problem, means on which stage this problem is getting to us. Is it on the account, is it on the development side, is it on the production side, or it is on the quality maintenance side? We have to find the ownership of that problem. Once we got, then classify the problem, classify this problem. Suppose this problem is from production, this problem is from account section, this problem is from marketing section, advertising section, and suppose from the management side. We have to classify all these problems. After that, problems statement. Once we got various information and the problem with classified, then we will go to the design phase. We will formulate a model. We will formulate how to solve that problem. We create a model and we will formulate that. Set criteria for choice. We will set the criteria for choice and we will see what will happen if we change. Instead of this, instead of this we will manipulate another component, another employee, another things. If we add into that, then what will be happen? Search for alternative. Instead of suppose we are developing a car into our company, then what happen if we change the tire of car? What happen if we change the chassis of car? What happen if we change the glasses? Instead of that, we will use another type style of the component into that model. Before development actual product, we have to find that with the help of a model. We have to find the errors into that. We have to make model with the help of a modeling technique onto the paper. Okay, we will find the alternatives to some particular things which we have already acquired into the intelligence phase. Then predict and measure the outcome. In design phase, after changing particular changes alternative after we have added into the model, then what is the major outcome? What will be the benefit to the company? Is there profit or loss? Is there will increase the quality of a product, or is there increase the popularity of a product, or uh, will there be increase the market trend towards that product? What are the measures outcome about our changes if we made into our modeling? That we have to find into the design phase itself. These are the alternatives. Then after that we have to, third phase is the choice phase, means the solution phase. Then solution to the model we have already designed. Then what solution will be there appropriate, we have to find into the choice phase. Then sensitivity analysis, what will happen after doing the changes, that analysis we will make here into this choice phase. Then select to the best or good, which is the good solution for this problem. We will select from all alternatives which we have collected into the design phase as well as into the intelligence phase. We will select that and we will apply that solution into the choice phase. Then alternative and plan for implementation. In choice phase, we will be plan to implement how it will be implement with the help of a programming language or with the help of actual component. These are the solution into the choice phase we have to consider. Suppose any problem occur into these stages, then we will again go to the intelligent phase and find the problem. What is problem of this choice phase implementation? Again we will go to design of that problem. After designing that problem, we will find the solution to that, and after solution we will be implement a solution. If failure, we will again go to the reverse for intelligent phase. Like this cycle will be work. Also, if choice phase, we will verify test of the proposed solution with a reality, as well as in design validate of the model with reality. Simultaneously, if there is problem into design, we have to verify, we have to validate that with the reality. If that is good, no problem is there, then we will go to the further next stage, that is the choice phase. And everything is good, everything is going proper, intelligent phase, design phase and choice phase, then we will be go to the implementation of the solution and we will get the success. Then we will be find with reality, is it good or not. Okay, reality, if there is again problem, we will be identify the specification of particular model which we have created. Then again problem we will find on into the intelligence phase. Like that this cycle will be work. If failure occur in any stage, then we will go back to the intelligence phase. Otherwise we will go to the next phase, that design phase, that is choice phase and implementation and the real model. And then we will create actual model. On the basis of our modeling technique we will create the product. This is the advantages, these are the benefits of the modeling. Decision making modeling process. This is the architecture of decision making modeling process. If you have any doubt, any question regarding this intelligent phase modeling, you can you can ask me question. Design phase, choice phase, intelligence phase, if you are not understand. Else again we will see this deeply. You look at the phase of decision making process. It provide to follow a systematic decision making process. In intelligent phase, the initial phase of the problem definition is decision making. We already discussed this. And the design phase, the second phase, decision making phase, which involve the constructing a model and finding the possible alternatives in decision making and assigning their contributions. And in third phase, choice phase, the third phase is decision making, in which as alternative is selected. Implementation phase, this is the fourth phase of decision making. The fourth decision making phase involving actually putting a recommended solution to work. Decision making, the intelligent phase, it includes problem or opportunity, identify some issues that may arise during the data collection. Data are not available, obtaining data may be expensive, data may not be accurate or precise enough. Data estimation is often subjective, data may be insecure, importance data that influence the result may be quantitative. These are the intelligence phase problem. We have to acquire data into the intelligence phase. Some issues that maybe arises during the data collection: information overload, too many data will be there, outcome or result may occur over an extended period. If failure, sorry, if future data is not consistent with historical data, the nature of the change has to be predicted and included in the analysis. And the problem classification and problem decompositions. The problem conceptualization of the problem in an attempt to place it in definable category, possibly leading to the standard solution approach. Problem decomposition, dividing complex problem into the simpler sub-problem, may help in solving the complex one. We have to make a small segment into the big problem. We have to decompose the problem so that it will be easy, though that problem will be complex. Problem ownership, it is the process of assigning the authority to solve a problem. Means we will give this task to particular employee. We will assign this task to the employee to solve that particular problem. Means the problem ownership. The decision phase. The decision phase involves finding or developing and analyzing the possible courses of action. These include understanding the problem, testing the solution for feasibility, and a model of decision making problem is constructed, tested, and validated. Modeling involves conceptualizing a problem and abstracting it to quantitative and or qualitative form. Model have decision variable, principle of choice. We will use there some conditions, some alternatives into the design phase. In design phase, decision variables, a variable in a model that can be changed and manipulated by the decision maker. Decision variables correspond to the decisions to be made, such as quality to produce, amount of resources to allocate, and so on. Means a variable in a model that can be changed and manipulated by the decision maker. The decision variable correspond to the decision to be made, such a quality of a produce, amount of resources and allocated. All these variable we can change into the design phase. We have to assign the variables to particular problem, and then we can have changes according to the problems solution. We will be manipulate these variables according to our requirement. Principle of choice, the criteria that describe the acceptability of the solution approach. What is the difference between the criteria and constraint? We will see that in next point. But here, criteria that describe the acceptability of solution approach means how much change we can do into the design phase, how much change is acceptable, means to reach to our goal, to reach to our exact design of a model, how much changes, how much parameter, how much variable we can change. The particular decision boundary means accepting point, accepting approach, accepting solution. That is the principle of choice. We will get there the boundaries, lower boundary as well as upper boundary, and that solution is the principle of choice into the design phase. Also, among the many principle of choice, like normative and descriptive, are important. Normative model, the model in which the chosen alternative is demonstrably, means proven to be the best of possible alternative. That is the normative. Optimize means optimization, the process of examining all alternatives and proving that the one selected is the best. That is the normative. Normative means we have various models, we have various solutions. Apart from that, for our design which we are selecting, that is the normative model. We will optimize which is perfect for our model, which is perfect solution to our model. That is the optimization. Sub-optimization and optimization based procedure that does not consider all the alternatives for or impact on an organization, because a decision made in one area may be affected other area. So sub-optimization is also required to find out the alternatives, because if we take one alternatives, one solution to our model, that may be affect for another product, so that sub optimization also required there. We have to optimize a solution, as well as we have to again optimize another type of solution. If we want to develop another type of a product, then we have to keep alternative into our design. If you have any doubt, any question, you can ask on optimization, sub optimization. You see, sub-optimization and optimization based on the procedure that does not consider all the alternatives for or impact on organization because a decision made in one area may be affected to the other area. Okay, next point is the descriptive model. You see, a model that describes things as they are. These models are typically mathematical based. We have to describe the things as they are. That is the descriptive model. Means we will perform here simulation is an imitation of reality and the most common descriptive modeling method. Simulation means the interactive modeling technique. We have to get fill here actual product, actual uh, displacement into the product. By using the simulation we can think that interactive, we can see, we can look at the interactive model. Narrative is another descriptive decision making model. It is a story that help a decision maker uncover the important aspect of the situation and lead to a better understanding for framing. Narrative means the story about the model, and that will also help to the decision maker to uncover important aspect and situation. Suppose we forget to add particular component into our model, we can get that if we narrate, if we write the story about that situation, about that model. This is the descriptive type of a model. Means this is based on mathematical solution, as well as this will be based on the narratives. The design phase, again, good enough or satisfying. Satisfying, a process by which one seeks a solution that will satisfy a set of constraints. In contrast to optimization, which seeks the best possible solution, satisfying simply seeks a solution that will work well enough up to predetermined level of performance. Why accepting satisfying solution? Due to the time pressure, timely decision, or the ability to achieve optimization, or marginal benefit of a best decision does not worth the marginal cost of obtaining it. You see, satisfying, the process by which one seek a solution that will be satisfy set of constraint. All constraint will be satisfied if we add that particular solution. Then in contrast to optimize, which seeks the best possible solution, satisfying simply seek a solution that will work well enough if we predetermine level of performance. If we add all these component, all these uh, parameters, variables into the model, then that will work and we will get the predetermined level of performance. If you have any doubt into the good enough or satisfying uh, design phase, you can ask me question. Else we will see the next point. This is good enough or satisfying. Satisfying is the form of sub-optimization. Means we will be identify a small solution to subsystem that is satisfying. There may be a best solution, optimum, but it would be difficult, impossible to attain. good enough or satisfaction means though that exact solution will not be feasible to us, but it will be satisfies to that model, then it would be difficult to attain, impossible, but we have to consider that there may be a best solution. With a narrative model, too much competition may be involved, and with the descriptive model, it may not be possible to evaluate all alternatives. These are the problems enough satisfaction. Since rationality and the use of normative models lead to good decision, why are so many bad decisions made in practice? Decision phase. Developing generative alternatives. In optimization model, the alternative may be generated automatically by the model because this is the linear programming. Developing alternatives or generating alternatives. The most management support system situation, it is necessary to generate alternative manually. A lengthy cost process. Issues such as when to stop the generating alternatives are very important into the management support system. To lengthy and the costly processes, we have to identify with market discussion or with the enterprise feedback. We can identify the alternative solution where actually our model is going to design. In that design, we have to consider the some external factors, some external parameter we have to consider from expert views. The search for alternative usually occur after the criteria for evaluating the alternative are determined. This way it is easy to find the alternative. Means we have to select a particular criteria, means how minimum quality we required, how minimum quantity we required, how maximum and minimum quality and quantity we require. Such type of a criteria we have to apply and then identify the alternatives to that according to the our criteria. This will be easy to find the alternative. The outcome of every proposed alternative must be established. Means we have to consider the output of every alternatives into the next phase. We have to establish that. We have to acquire that output from the alternatives. The measuring outcome. In design phase, we have to measure the outcome. What will happen if we add, we change particular component, particular parameter variables into the model. The value of alternative is evaluated in terms of the goal attainment. Means we have to reach to our attainment, goal attainment by the value and alternative is evaluated. For example, goal profit maximum, outcome profit measured by JD. And another example, goal customer satisfaction maximum, outcome customer satisfaction. Means if we think with joint director or our suppose manager angles, then he will think about the maximum profit. His outcome is he need a maximum profit from the business. And if we think uh, on the side of customer, then customer required a satisfactory result. He need a minimum cost good product. He need high featured product with a low cost. These are the outcome. We have to measure both, as well as manager sides as well as customer side outcomes. Measure by complaint, level of royalty to product or the survey. How we will be cover, how we will be measure the customer satisfactions outcome, customers outcome, with the help of survey, with the help of complaint of the customers we can get, and we will be reach to the goal attainment. The next is the design phase. What are the risk into the design phase? The risk, one important task of decision maker is to attribute a level of risk to be to the outcome associated with each potential alternative being considered. Also, decisions that lead to unacceptable risk in terms of success and discarded. Risk is an important issue when developing business intelligence and decision support system. You see, one important task of the decision maker is to attribute a level of risk to the outcome associated with each potential alternative being considered. Until this design phase, we are identifying alternatives, we are identifying the solution to the problems. In that time, we have to identify the risk. What happen if we add a particular component into our model? Suppose we have added two feature extra into the business model, then what will happen? Is that beneficial to company, is that beneficial to customer, or is that beneficial to employee? We have to identify the risk. Is that beneficial, or is that problematic to us? With each potential alternative being considered, decision making that lead a unacceptable risk in terms of success and the discarded. So, is that risk acceptable or discarded? We have to think into the design phase. Means we will get very good outcome of particular model to the customer side, but that will be the risky to the manager side as well as company side. If you make the low cost very good product with low cost, then that will not be affordable to the company, that will not affordable to the manager or the employee of the company. Then that we have to discard that solution, we have to discard such type of a solution, or we have to accept these type of a risk are there into the design phase. Risk is an important issue when developing business intelligence and decision support system. You see, if we want to make a automation into the business, then we have to take the risk, and we have to make appropriate solution, appropriate alternatives for that risk. This is very easy by the help of decision support system and business intelligence, means identifying the risk and the alternatives to that. So that we have to use the decision support system, because before actual development of the product, we can create the simulation model, we can create the prototype model of that. So the actual risk we can avoid. If you have any doubt, any question, you can ask. Today we have discussed about the risk as well as measure outcome into the design phase and intelligence phase. Next we will see in next lecture. In this lecture we discuss this decision making model process. If any question you can ask. Intelligence phase, decision phase, choice phase we discuss. If any problem, any question you have, you can ask. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.